Hi, I'm Dom Celentano, and let's look at some of our FoodPreneur clients that we've gotten out of the kitchen, onto the shelf, and onto the consumer's plate. So I come from a long background in the food business. I started as a teenager working in my family business, Celentano Brothers, and that was the largest frozen Italian prepared food brand on the East Coast. When we sold the family business, I decided to go into my own business to help people start a food business, because I know that the journey for every food entrepreneur is getting out of the kitchen, getting on the shelf, and finally getting onto the consumer's plate. So my dad started the business, and that was his journey, and so I want to help people take that journey and really enjoy it. So at the FoodPreneur, we work with two types of food entrepreneurs: startups and early stage. All startup food entrepreneurs say this, that they're confused as to where to get started. And that's where we come in. You know, we get the same questions all the time, and they're all great questions. You know, where should I start to look for commercial kitchens? How do I develop a budget? I've got recipes, but you know what? I don't have my costs. Should I develop my own factory? Should I go into a shared kitchen? Or maybe should I start looking for a co-packer? Where do I belong in the store? What aisle? What department? What store should I sell in? How do I price my products? I need to know how much to charge the retailer. Very important. Those two can make or break an initial sales call to the retail buyer. You know, what kind of packaging do I need? There's dozens of different types of packaging that apply to most every product. And where to go to buy packaging is even more complicated and confusing. So here's some examples of what startup food entrepreneurs want. One client came to me, wanted help with developing packaging, branding her business, and learning how to pitch local specialty stores that were willing to sell her bakery product. This is another company that they're brand new, low on funds, but they've already developed some labeling. And they want to know, they want some general advice. They need an expert that has background that can possibly help them raise capital. Now, early stage food entrepreneurs have different needs. Sometimes I get people coming to me who are in business for a while, and after several hours of coaching realize that they really shouldn't be in the business, and this is an example, and I feel good about helping somebody make that determination because it's very expensive. You could spend tens of thousands of dollars on a business before you know it. Other early stage companies need help in coming up with out-of-the-box promotional ideas to move their product in store. Sometimes you can get into, like a Whole Foods, you get on the shelf, but then your product's not moving. And this particular client had movement only when their product was on demonstration. They didn't know how to pitch brokers and distributors, and needless to say, those people just didn't work well for them. This client needed ideas to quickly increase sales, and they weren't sure which way to go. And should they cold call? Should they be sending mailings? Should they get a broker? They want to know how they can attract investors. And again, you have to have a business that is attractive to investors. This client was in Whole Foods in 3 regions, which in and of itself is a real success. The problem is capital. They're funding the business by themselves, and they need to have a launch plan that's really targeted to utilize that precious capital, their own funds, to come up with expansion for the business. Consistently, early stage food entrepreneurs want to expand their retail distribution, that's product launch, and they need to raise capital. And you have to get your business set up and prepared to attract investors and have compelling retail buyer pitches. So as you can see, we work with a wide range of food entrepreneurs. And I'm proud to say that we don't have gimmicky programs. We don't have a 5-step program. We don't sell you the 10 best things to be successful in the food business. What we do is teach you how to be successful starting a business or be successful at scaling your business to the next level. So let's get started, and here's how we do it. So first thing to do is go to our site. And that is blog.thefoodpreneur.com. Once you get there, click on our advisory services link. And then you want to scroll down, and here's how we can help. And we've bulleted a number of specifics that we get from food entrepreneurs all the time that we help with. The next step is to just understand what our services cost. And we have that spelled out very clearly and simply. The next step is click on New Client Information Survey link. When you get there, click the File button, click Download, and then open it as a Microsoft Word file. And there's 3 pages. The first page, part 1, are basic questions which outline your objectives. You want to think about those carefully. Part 2 is a 1-page business outline. And what we'd like you to do is to answer to the best of your ability the questions we pose. So for example, what's your 1-line pitch? What's your business summary? What's the customer problem you solve? Now, we don't expect you to fill this out perfectly. This is a way for you and I to determine what is the best course of action for us at the Foodpreneur to help you. And finally, the last page again is the service cost associated with working with you. When you're done, email it to info@thefoodpreneur.com. I'll review it, and then we'll have a short conversation as to how we best can work together. So thanks for watching, and I really look forward to helping you achieve your goal, your journey from getting out of the kitchen, getting on the shelf, and getting on the consumer's plate. Thanks so much.